Hi, this is Lucky Robin, and this is update number 7 for the 2016 French Biointensive Organic Raised Bed Garden series. It's been pretty hot this week and things have really taken off. The broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, kohlrabi, and here are doing really well. Since it is May now, I have put my peppers and tomatoes into the ground. Actually, I jumped the gun, seriously, because the weather report said I could, and planted them a few days ago. But I've got 2 extra cayenne peppers in here. These are going to come out and go into containers that I didn't have them ready yet. And they were starting to get a little root bound, so I put them in here. Mom's lettuce is really starting to take off. And part of that has been the large amounts of sunshine, and part of that has been that the chickens haven't escaped for about 10 days, which makes a huge difference. The bee balm is doing really, really well. We're going to have a bumper crop of it this year, which is good because I used up almost all of the bee balm that I dried last year when I had that sinus infection for 6 months that would not stop, and it helped a lot with the symptoms. The cosmos are starting to get little flower heads on them, so hopefully by next week they'll be blooming. Mom's tomato plant is doing all right. I planted basil. I planted this about 2 days before we're supposed to here, but again, weather report, it's doing just fine. The chard is starting to bolt. I'm going to pull some of it up because I want to put zucchini here. And I did actually plant, popped something, some crookneck squash. I did not intend to plant this or buy this. I accidentally grabbed it instead of green zucchini. It was in the wrong flat, and I just happened to grab the wrong one. I'll probably keep these shorter chard plants in here, but these ones that are bolting will probably be the ones I pull. I don't honestly need near as much as I've got. Okay, yellow zucchini I planted here. We really, really like the yellow zucchini, the straight yellow zucchini. And I think it was Stephen W. or Stefan W. or Stefan W. Anyway, wanted to know why I actually pick the stuff I pick for planting and the varieties. Well, a lot of time I don't know the actual varieties. In this case, it is a Golden Dawn yellow zucchini. When I get transplants, I get them from a local no spray place that has been planting the same varieties for year upon year, and it's in the same climate as me. And so a lot of times it just says zucchini on it, or it says Joe's Best, whatever variety it is. And I know that the stuff that they plant there is stuff that will grow here, and that's why I tend to pick them. Again, this was an accident, but it's just plain yellow crookneck. This is Siam Queen basil. I picked it because it tends to be pretty tolerant here. And I got 2 tomatoes. I will be planting the ones that I salvaged from the catastrophe and the seed starting when they get big enough. But yeah, and someone was asking what catastrophe, and I brought the tray out to water it and dropped it. So, alright, here I have yellow pear heirloom tomatoes. I got yellow pear because 1, we like it, 2, it's really, really pretty, and 3, it's an heirloom open pollinated variety. So if I want to save seeds from this, I can. This one is Black Krim Heirloom. I've never grown this one before, but I've always wanted to. It's supposed to have a really good flavor. And we're supposed to be in for a really long, hot summer, and it's a longer season one, so I thought I'd give it a try. We'll see how that goes. The yellow onions I chose because they're long-keeping island onion. By long-keeping, I mean 3 or 4 months, not like 8 or 12 months or anything like that. But they'll last for a long time, and also they freeze really well. I did give in and get some cauliflower, and this is Joe's Best cauliflower mix, and so it is supposed to have purple, green, white, and cheddar colored cauliflowers, you know, if I don't kill them, because I always kill cauliflower, but the other brassicas are always healthy. I don't know. This kale, I don't remember what kind it is. I think it's Bassinato, but it just grows really, really well here. Actually, all kale grows really, really well here. This one, they just happen to have a ton of. I also got dinosaur kale because it's supposed to get really big, and it's a good grower for this area. The broccoli I got, it does not say what the variety is on it, but it's probably Joe's Best. Same with the kohlrabi. Well, the kohlrabi is a white early, but that's all I really know about that one. I'm planting my peppers, and I got the early jalapenos because they do really, really well here. My favorite jalapeno is actually Traveler jalapeno, but all of my pepper seeds didn't make it, so nothing I can do about that. This is a golden bell, or I mean this is an orange bell. It's a sweet pepper, of course. I don't have more information than that. The North Star bell pepper will be green in the immature state and red in the mature state. We can eat them either way. I prefer to let them go to red though. I got 1 ancho just for a little heat, and 2 Anaheims just for a little heat. Again, these are Joe's Best, so that's not really going to help anybody who doesn't buy from Joe's. I got some Marketmore slicing cucumbers and got those planted, and hopefully they'll go up the trellis so that I can save a little bit of space. With the Biointensive planting, you know, I've got the peppers a lot closer than normal, but they do fairly well as long as they have a foot of space in this method, and they'll shade out any weeds. Oh, the Marketmore I got because it's a good slicing cucumber. I do not need to make pickles this year, so I did not plant pickling cucumbers. I have a whole shelf of pickles, so, and since I'm the only one that eats dill pickles, and I have a few sweet pickles because my husband eats sweet pickles, but I don't eat those. But there's enough for him for another year, so no sense in wasting garden space when I don't need to. And of course the flowers I just picked because they were pretty. You know, I do that. Okay, so I've got carrots starting to come up. My Yellowstone carrot, that I've never grown before. It was yellow, it was pretty, it was different, I wanted it. The red courgette carrot is coming up. I heard a lot of good things about that, that's why I planted this. This variety of radish just said radish. Well, actually no, it didn't. It said early scarlet globe radish. So it can be ready in as little as 3 weeks, but it's probably more like 4. It didn't all come up. I planted a few more in the empty spots. My second batch is starting to come up. There's 1, 2 so far, and more carrots, of course. The peas I planted were early Oregon giant snow peas because they're big, which I like, a nice big flat pod, and they are early. So, as it says in the name. Okay, there are some red onions and some shallots over here. There are Joe's Best again, so that doesn't help anyone who doesn't have access to Joe's. Yarrow was a transplant from last year. The echinacea, it's echinacea. The flower is because it's pretty. But yeah, the echinacea and the yarrow are medicinal herbs. And then I've got yellow onions on this side. More of the Cobra Keepers. Now the blood vein sorrel, the blood vein sorrel is really, really good. It's kind of got a really strong bite to it though, so you want to use it sparingly. This one's doubled in size since last week, so I'm really happy about that. The common sorrel is going to bolt though, so I will probably just cut that stalk off. That's what I did last year and it was fine. Okay, I've got more peas coming on. These are Cascadian snow peas. The garlic was, I believe it's Music. It was from Joe's. Okay, the lettuces, I just picked a green romaine and a red romaine so I could alternate colors and they'd be pretty. We prefer romaine to almost any other kind of lettuce. I do like French crisp, but I don't have the space for much more lettuce. And then the flashy speckled trout's back lettuce, self-seeded from last year, and it's pretty good too. And it's pretty. I mean, and that's why I chose it last year to plant it from seed. Strawberry varieties I bought last year. These are the Everbearing, and I honestly don't remember what they were. So green banner bunching onions, that's what they had available, that's what I bought. And then there is some red rosy basil. I grow this almost every year because it's just really outstandingly beautiful. And it tastes good. Okay, with the herbs, I grabbed what was available. The parsley, the flat leaf and the curly parsley are from last year, and they're just Joe's Best. The marjoram does not say what it is other than golden R marjoram. I like the coloring. I think it's pretty. It's basically almost exactly like oregano in flavor, just a slight difference, but I think it makes a difference in Italian sauces. I got tricolor sage because I think it's really pretty, and I got golden sage again because it's really pretty. I do believe that plant is lavender. Now that's gotten big enough that I can make out the leaves. I don't think it's hyssop at all because it's the wrong shaped leaf. Cilantro doesn't have a variety on it. I got English thyme because I think it grows better here. And then over there is dwarf oregano. I didn't want oregano that was going to take over with tall plumes. German chamomile we got for tea. It doesn't have variety. It's just what was on the thing. This celery is from last year. It's a cutting celery and not a bunching celery. The chives, again, are just chives. They're in full flower and beautiful. And French sorrel I got because it was pretty. Let's see. I picked cosmic purple carrots. I've got a few coming up. I have to replant where the squirrel was digging, but I've got quite a few. I can't get in too close to show it because of the bird netting. Haven't seen any parsnips. Oh, yep, there's two. There's 2 parsnips, maybe 3 now that have come up. And these are more onions. Let's see, the red Ruby King. I've never grown these before, but I really like red onions, so I planted some. So anyway, that is the update on the garden and a little bit more information about why I plant what I plant. Hope it was helpful to you, Stefan, W, and anybody else. And that is the end. Oh, and the roses are blooming. Finally. All right, talk to you next time.